It's Monday, July 29th, 2024, and I'm Dave Sobel. 3 things to know today. A resilient U.S. economy. Q2 GDP is up, services are thriving, and tech spending expected to rebound. Kaseya 365 subscription is adopted by over 4,000 MSPs in the first 3 months, and a search industry disruption. Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI are innovating among revenue and content access shifts. This is the business of tech. Monday's here, so let's look at the state of play. Preliminary data for July shows that the U.S. economy started the current quarter on a solid footing. The services sector expanded at the quickest rate since 2022, while manufacturing output contracted for the first time since January. Employment in both sectors continued to expand at a more muted pace, and average prices charged for goods and services rose at one of the slowest rates in the past 4 years. The GDP report for the April-June period is expected to show a slight pickup in growth after the first quarter, but a pullback from stronger growth rates seen last year. And more good news from Friday's reports. The GDP report shows that the economic slowdown fears have been put to rest, with growth surging in the second quarter to 2.8%. The consumer, 2.4%, and capital, 5.2% annualized spending rates, were key drivers of solid economic growth, while businesses stocked up on business inventories at a strong rate. Despite the high interest rate environment, the U.S. economy remains resilient. Other data, such as jobless claims and durable goods orders, also align with a positive growth outlook. And according to the Consumer Technology Association, U.S. consumer tech spending is projected to grow slightly by 1% this year and experience a 4.4% growth in 2025. Reaching $505 billion and $527 billion, respectively. This growth follows declines in the consumer tech market in 2023 and 2022 due to inflation, slow economic growth, and supply chain effects from the pandemic. The CTA also expects hardware sales to bounce back in 2025, while services will help drive industry sales this year. My 2 favorite indices, the Russell 2000 and the S&P 600, are up 0.93% and 1.44% respectively over the past 5 days. Why do we care? There's some good news, particularly services growth. I'll focus on the customer impact. This means the typical target for IT services, which is often other services organization, and it's trending up. One would hope that means investment in growth and thus technology. I highlight the CTA data because small businesses often look more like consumers than enterprise businesses or those tracked by the stock market. This should be another positive sign. Today's episode is supported by CoreView. Your customers need your Microsoft 365 expertise, and CoreView has the only M365 management platform designed for MSPs. Manage hundreds of tenants, automate manual tasks, and monitor compliance, all while intelligently comparing to the baseline. With a no-code control approach, CoreView revolutionizes your Microsoft 365 administration. This powerful platform enables automatic reporting and remediation, ensuring optimal performance and security. The best part? You achieve this high level of service without the need for a large workforce, allowing you to focus on growing your business through efficiency. Want to know more? Visit coreview.com/MSP and find out more. Kaseya has announced that its Kaseya 365 subscription has been adopted by over 4,000 MSPs in the 3 months since its launch, with more than 5 million endpoints being managed, secured, backed up, and automated. MSPs using Kaseya 365 have reported 30 to 50% higher profits and significant cost savings. Kaseya aims to make MSPs the most profitable business service providers for small businesses with its 4-pronged plan. Why do we care? Kaseya took the time to do a press release here, which is notable as they want to highlight this set of statistics. There's a noteworthy observation. That figure is not new MSPs, but simply MSPs. It's logical to assume that existing customers would take a lower price point, right? So let's not analyze this as growth numbers. This didn't launch from nothing. It's a pricing bundle cleverly written to make observers think something new has launched. Our takeaway is that the Kaseya message concerns price and margin, not product. Something is going on in search. First, Google reported strong earnings in Q2 2024, with revenue from search and cloud computing businesses contributing significantly to that. The company's generative AI solutions for cloud customers have generated billions in revenue and are being used by over 2 million developers. Google's cloud division hit $10 million for the first time and achieved $1 billion in operating profit. Google's also secured exclusive access to Reddit's content, becoming the only search engine able to surface results from the platform following a multi-million-dollar deal. This move limits other search engines' ability to compete and is part of Reddit's efforts to control data scraping by AI companies. Reddit's updated robots.txt file blocks all bots from accessing its content, reflecting its stance against unauthorized scraping while allowing select partners access for non-commercial use. And Microsoft has launched an AI-enhanced update to Bing Search, featuring AI-generated answers at the top of the search results page and traditional results in a sidebar. This new experience aims to provide more accurate answers by reviewing millions of sources and includes a document index for further information. While currently available to a limited group, Microsoft claims it maintains traditional click-through rates to websites, addressing industry concerns about AI scraping content. And OpenAI has announced SearchGPT, an AI-powered search engine that organizes and summarizes information instead of providing a simple list of links. Currently a prototype, it will be available to 10,000 test users and aims to compete with Google and Perplexity by offering real-time information and clear attribution to sources. OpenAI emphasizes collaboration with news partners to ensure responsible content usage and seeks to monetize the service in the future. Why do we care? There's two reasons to care. First, search is an essential marketing driver for IT services and for customers, so changes here are significant. Second, this technology has been somewhat static for a while and is now seeing disruption. I'm not sure what that means beyond the marketing impacts, but it's worth considering those downstream impacts. There's something here. Looking to reach an audience of thousands of MSPs and IT service providers? Put your ad right here on the Business of Tech and be on the show that 64% of MSPs report having listened to. A recurring top 50 tech news podcast, there are affordable options for you to reach our audience, and we can support any budget. Podcast listeners are more engaged, have a higher level of brand retention, and are more willing to listen to ads here than any other avenues. Want to know more? There's information at mspradio.com/engage, including a button to book a time to talk. I'm looking forward to that discussion. Thanks for listening. It's National Lasagna Day, but International Tiger Day. Sounds even cooler. Have a question you want answered? We take those listener questions. Send them in, ideally as a voice memo or video, to question@mspradio.com. I answer listener questions live each week on our Wednesday live show on YouTube and LinkedIn. And if you got a comment or a thought, put it in the comments if you're on YouTube, or reach out on LinkedIn if you're listening to the podcast. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow. The Business of Tech is written and produced by me, Dave Sobel, under ethics guidelines posted at businessof.tech. If you like the content, please make sure to hit that like button, follow, or subscribe. It's free and easy and the best way to support the show and help us grow. You can also check out our Patreon, where you can join the Business of Tech community at patreon.com/MSP Radio, or buy our Why Do We Care merch at businessof.tech. Finally, if you're interested in advertising on the show, visit mspradio.com/engage. Once again, thanks for listening to me, and I will talk to you again on our next episode of the Business of Tech.
Part of the MSP Radio Network.